The time has come for Joe Biden to step aside enough residual money to send out additional $1,400 to everybody who received their third stimulus check. Dean Phillips proposes $1,000 per month stimulus check for low-income individuals into the United States in 2024. Hey, what's going on guys? This is Kedar here and this is some exciting news for all the residents in United States. Yes, we are talking about $1,000 per month stimulus check for low-income individuals. Unfulfilled promises right from the Joe Biden. We need $2,000 stimulus check tweeted by Joe Biden. And that's where Dean Phillips emerges at the forefront, advocating for not only the stimulus check but also Medicare for all. His vision extends beyond more financial relief. He aims to reform the Social Security, our entire system. This legislation was originally proposed by Democratic representatives Pramila Jayapal, Debbie Dingell, and Senator Bernie Sanders. And recently, we are getting the headlines: a new Democratic presidential candidate, Dean Phillips, is endorsing a new proposal. He's suggesting a new implementation of the program. In fact, a significant source of funding for the program could be $400 billion already left over from the previous pandemic stimulus package. Yes, the money is sitting onto the table, and Democratic presidential candidate has a new plan. What does this exactly mean? Does this mean more money in your pocket? And what is the eligibility criteria? And who will be going to receive the checks? Well, guys, honestly, this is some really exciting news because two things are happening at the same time. There is money sitting onto the table, and a Democratic presidential candidate is proposing for a really important change that all the residents in United States are looking for. Dean Phillips emphasizes the need for comprehensive solution including the Medicare for all, affordable housing, and addressing burden of the student debt. Honestly guys, today I bring you the latest proposal that could reshape your economic landscape of our nation and that will bring the much needed relief for all those facing the financial hardship. Now imagine a future where a low-income individuals in the United States receives a money from the stimulus check of $1,000, a beacon of hope and the support that we need to navigate through the challenges of the 2024. Now as we deep dive, and behind it is a new Democratic candidate, Dean Phillips, a boldly asserts that time has come for Joe Biden to step aside. The time has come for Joe Biden to step aside, citing unfulfilled promises right from the Joe Biden. Check this tweet out by Joe Biden: $600 is simply not enough when you have to choose between paying your rent or putting food onto the table. We need $2,000 stimulus check tweeted by Joe Biden. This is the tweet done on January 11th. Unfortunately, guys, that promise went unfulfilled, and many people are struggling to choose between paying rent or putting food onto the table. And that's where Dean Phillips emerges at the forefront, advocating for not only the stimulus check but also Medicare for all. Yes, you heard it right. His vision extends beyond more financial relief. He aims to reform the Social Security, our entire system, and providing the helping hand to those who are most in need. However, guys, the pressing question arises: how does he going to plan and finance these ambitious proposals? Well, Dean Phillips proposes a pilot universal basic income UBI program in specific urban or rural communities. Now, with a careful consideration and measurement of its result before the broader implementation, his foresight recognizes the imminent disruption of our economy with the advent of artificial intelligence, potentially leading to a widespread job losses. Therefore, UBI, that what it argues, needs immediate implementation to provide a safety net for those affected. Now, where does the funding comes from? Is such a visionary program? Dean Phillips suggested tapping into the $400 billion leftover from the previous pandemic stimulus package. Now, the committee responsible for the federal budget reveals a staggering $6.2 trillion set aside for the pandemic relief, of which a $5.8 trillion was distributed. However, guys, we still have got like 400 billion untapped funds. These funds are originally meant to assist all the American people. Alright, so let's break it down the numbers. Now, approximately $859 billion was allocated for the direct payment, and with a 418 billion accounted for the third round of stimulus check, which went out in the amount of $1,400 stimulus check. However, astonishingly, there remains enough residual money to send out additional $1,400 stimulus check to everybody who received receive their third stimulus check. Now, this surplus money could be the key funding for the UBI pilot program championed by the Dean Phillips. Now, guys, I want your thoughts on this one. Should we embark onto the journey for supporting low-income individuals, or what about those relying onto the social security, or perhaps another round of stimulus check for all the Americans? What's your opinion? Well, do let me know in the comments down below. Let your voice be heard right here in the comment section. Now, as we move forward, the urgency of this proposal become evident, especially as we approach into the 2024 elections. Dean Phillips boldly declares that it's the time for the Biden to step aside. Now, let's shift our focus onto the Dean Phillips himself. Dean Phillips is a Democratic presidential candidate, admits to jeopardize his career in Congress by launching a controversial primary run against President Biden. And his decision stems from the months of raising the alarms about Biden's declining the polling numbers. While respecting the Biden's alignment with many of those issues, Phillips firmly believes that incumbent cannot secure the victory in 2024 in general elections. Check this out. As a presidential candidate, my first priority will be ensuring every American has access to affordable, exceptional healthcare, Phillips said. And he believed that the Medicare for all is the best way to accomplish that priority. In his statement, the Minnesota lawmaker Dean Phillips claimed that medical debt accounts for 67% of the US bankruptcies, and he noted that when his daughter was diagnosed with a Hodgkin lymphoma in 2024, he saw a devastating effects of the current health insurance system. Philip told that he isn't making the decision for the campaign reason, though he added that he doesn't support outlawing all private insurance. Also, he continued that companies will just wither onto the vine in competition with the federal insurance program. Phillips also acknowledged some people may want to keep their private insurance plans, but he argued that once they see the cost of saving and increased benefits, he is very confident that they will have a change of heart. Now, this legislation was originally proposed by Democratic representatives Pramila Jayapal, Debbie Dingell, and Senator Bernie Sanders. Now, under this Phillips proposed plan, there would be no co-payments, deductibles, or cost sharing, and country would transition to the system by the end of his first term. The Minnesota's Democrat claimed that countries already paying enough for each American to have health care, but exact funding strategy and the mechanism for the funding will need it to be figured out by Congress. Why do all peers around the world, developed nations with a strong economies, well, why do they ensure that everybody has the health care? He said into the video. Phillips officially announced that he was challenging the President Biden into the 2024 presidential race in October after previously signaling that he would not do so. He has repeatedly called a competitive primary instead of Biden running unopposed for the nomination. When he supports the Biden Democratic presidential, added that he is skeptical about his abilities to beat the former President Donald Trump. So guys, this is the latest update as of 20th of the December. Remember, no fourth stimulus check have been approved. This is a proposal which is really promising, and do let me know your thoughts, opinions on this one. Once I get any latest details, I'll keep you posted. Make sure to hit that like, share this video, subscribe, and this is Kedar from How to Guys. See you in the next video.